Hello YouTube, my name is Stressman House, and today, this is part 1 in my series of showing off my record collection. In today's episode, I'm going to be doing this cubby. But since this is my first episode, I think I'm showing you guys my first record and the most recent collection I've owned, since it is not in this cubby. This was the first record I ever got, which was in December of 2019. It's almost been 5 years since I've been collecting records, and don't remind me, I'm going to be growing gray hairs and pulling my eyeballs out my lid. This album, oh my goodness. This album has influenced me and probably many of you watching in so many ways. This album got me into even exploring music like I do today. I wouldn't be collecting vinyl records, I wouldn't be listening to music how I do today if it wasn't for this record. So, thank you, Tyler. That's gross. Oh, why are my hands built like that? Anyways, my most recent record is Coolio Takes a Thief. I almost forgot. I almost called it Fantastic Voyage. No, that's the main single. Anyways, actually, okay, so I got this recently, and it's an amazing album. I mean, if you want classic G-Funk, I mean, how do you not know Coolio? First off, rest in peace. But if you don't know Coolio, who the fuck are you? My favorite track on here has to be I Remember. The production on that is phenomenal. I mean, it just, I don't know, it makes me feel something. It makes me feel something. Because what the fuck do you mean Mickey Mouse was shot and Goofy and Donald Duck went on a fucking rampage to fucking, you know what, actually? It's crazy, because he has this whole song about, like, you know, like, Mickey, about, like, the cartoon characters, like, going in this fucking, like, gangster fucking, brawl. But this is before Kingdom Hearts. And so did Coolio have the idea of Kingdom Hearts before Kingdom Hearts? I know it isn't exactly like it, but it still follows the premise of Goofy and Donald Duck going on this crazy-ass adventure. Think about it. So without further ado, this is part 1 of my record collection series. So this is the first cubby. Let's preview what we've got so far. We got some De La Soul, some Kendrick, some Billy Woods, Quasimodo, Lucid, The Lasso, which is Small Bills. This is mostly this is my cubby with only hip hop. Because when I first started collecting records, that was the only genre I would get from. Start over here, so that we can have a better angle and so we're not cramped over there. Now, since there's a lot of records over here, I'm going to be skimming through a lot of them, but through the ones that have a significant impact on me, I will be talking about. Let's first start off with the one that you're obviously looking at, Old Dirty Bastard, Descendant of 36 Chambers. Classic album. One of my favorites, and one of the only Wu-Tang albums or members I own. I'm surprised I don't have more. I really need to get more. Next up we have Doors. Classic of such an album. 10 years old last year. I mean, that was insane. I'm in him and the Alchemist. Well, okay, so what's crazy about this story was that it was on backwards, right? And I didn't have any money to buy it at the time. And you know, Alchemist releases that they sell immediately. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna not own this album. I'm okay with it. But what I didn't realize is that my dad actually pre-ordered it without my knowledge, and he gifted this to me. And I was like, oh my god, what? And then later on, I drew an artwork for Arm & Hammer. Well, not for them, I drew fan art of them. And I asked Lucid, who hit me up at the time for the art piece, if I would give him the art piece in return for a signature. Yeah? He actually gave 2 of them. The other one's harder to see. Oh, you can't even see that, yeah. But, you know, it's cool. It's cool having a nice story like that. It's such a classic album. Amazing. Next up, we have Tribe's first album. Got this as a birthday present a couple years ago. I forget how long ago, but not too long. But Tribe's first album. Sorry for my cat, y'all. He wants to feel this. Okay. Okay. Let the cat in because she was just getting too. He's getting too crazy about wanting to be in the door, about wanting to be in the room. Okay, he's just gonna start the show the whole time, but we're gonna have to deal with him in there. This is one of the first records I got, record collecting. Get out of the way! Anyways, this is one of the first records I got my record collecting. So, when I first started collecting Milo, Rap Sierra, Scalp Hotel, I was like, yo, his stuff is so rare. I am not gonna be able to get any of this stuff. And you'll see in the series how much shit I have from him over the past couple of years. And then hunting down for stuff. But it's just odd because I got this on Amazon, which I don't shop on that much anymore because obviously for ethical reasons. But this is one of the records, I think my 5th record I ever got. And I'm surprised I even got it so early on, and I'm glad I did, because now this record goes for a lot. The Scalp Hotel, the Southern Nose of the Arrogant Face. This is another record I got very early on that I'm proud I have. It is Motherfucking Homo Sapien, No Need for Alarm. This is also, I think, my only Dell release, in which I'm surprised because I was one of my favorite rappers of all time. Don't rub your nose against the record, please. This is my only Adele Fucking Homo Sapien release. I'm surprised, and she's one of my favorite rappers of all time. And so I definitely need to get more Adele. It's just so hard to get because his records are not cheap to buy for resale. But I can always get it for CDs. That's what I've been paying. I have so many Adele CDs in my want list. I just need to end up buying them one day. Here we have a 7-inch A$AP Rock's Long Legged Larry. I think I even had this, but my dad had like a A$AP Rock phase where he bought every single of A$AP Rock's collection. Don't show your booty hole in the camera. Anyways, and he bought this. He bought one for him and one for me. And so we got Long Legged Larry. One of my favorite albums of all time, Most Def, Snack on Both Sides, has influenced me tremendously. The production style is amazing, the rapping is obviously top tier, and oh my god. I was so lucky when I got this out because it was hard trying to get this. The Alchemist released Alfredo, and I don't think this is our first colored pressing, but this pressing is very nice. Look at this. From Newberry Records, my only Newberry release, which I want to get more of. But look at this. Oh my god. One of my only splattered records. I do a bunch of colored records, but not a lot splattered. So I don't know why. Alchemist the Alchemist, this thing of ours. Amazing EP. Nobles of Navy Blue and elsewhere shit is amazing. It's just one of the best EPs he's ever made. And can you stop rubbing your nose against the records? Just classic, and I'm so glad I got it. My dad also had a phase of collecting Alchemist records, so he got one for him and one for me. Same with Alfredo. Speaking of classics, all these are classics. We got Brick Body Kid Still Daydream by Open Mike Eagle. My mom actually got me this. And it comes on this cool brick vinyl color. Anyways, classic record. Not much can be said about it because the record speaks for itself. Amazing production, amazing rapping. Peak Open Mike Eagle. Let's move on. And I'm not moving on because, you know, that record is nothing to say about. It's just that I have nothing to say about because so much of it has been said. Classic to classic, the Fugees, The Score. So I actually bought this record before I even listened to it. I was at Target one day. Yes, this is a Target exclusive pressing. I was at Target one day and I saw this. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna buy it. People have been talking about this for ages. I'm just gonna buy it and see how it is. And what can I say? The album's a classic and I love it. And we all know that Lauryn Hill steals the show from everyone else. But still, the rapping is amazing. Everyone's amazing. It's just classic record that lives up to the hype. One of my favorite records of all time called Quest Midnight Garage. I actually re-listened to this again recently, and yeah, it's an amazing classic. Came out in my favorite year of all time, 1993, and as you progress into this series, you realize why. I mean, we skipped over Delta from Camera Sleeping, No Need for Alarm. That came out in 1993, and I feel like so many good albums. It's just like came out in 1993. So many good albums came out in 1993, and it was like a revolution in hip hop. And in the world, actually, because there's a lot of good albums that weren't just hip hop that came out in 1993 as well. Next, we have Jay Dilla's Donuts. I can't really say anything about this because, yet again, this album speaks for itself. If you're watching this video, you already know how much Jay Dilla's Donuts influences, how much classic this is. It's just like, this is the instrumental hip hop album of all time. Like, I don't think anybody could top this. I re-listened to this again recently, after not for many years, not for many years, but not for a long time, and I didn't realize how fast-paced it was, and like, how just insane he could pack in such a short time frame. Yet again, the most instrumental album of all time, instrumental hip-hop album of all time. Another classic, oh my goodness. Okay, so obviously this is the repress from 2023, but still nonetheless a classic. I got the magenta version. Picked this up from a local liquor store in Pasadena. And yeah, not much I can say. It's a classic album. One of the albums that influenced so many generations, still influencing artists now. A recent classic came out 4 years ago. Oh my god. For Moonlight Pictures. I am so glad. See, we're talking about Rory again. I'm so glad I even got this record release, because yet again it was a time I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna accept that I'm never gonna have this record. But then he put more stock up on next to Christmas time, so I was like, you know what, this is when I was a kid, you know what, I'm gonna ask the Grammys so I can get this for Christmas. And I did. One of my favorite albums of all time. It's just, this album is orchestrated so amazing. All the producers on this album are amazing. The rap is at its peak. Just an amazing album. We have Brass. And I love the coloring for this album. Brass colorway. Brass album. It just makes sense. So I keep watching my cat. She's trying to get out of my room. Which he does. I love him, but he keeps showing his anus on freaking the video, and I don't know if you want to be staring at the cat's ass. You just gonna melt? Okay, this is just gonna melt over there. Anyways, surprisingly, this is the album that got me to Billy Woods. I remember, how did I think, this album came out, I started listening to it, and I was like, oh my god, this is like some peak fucking hip hop right here. And so, and I'm actually super glad I bought the vinyl as soon as I did, because I didn't even know how rare these records were, but I bought this as soon as I got into it, and I'm so glad, because now this shit goes for like hundreds of dollars. So I'm glad I bought it when I did, when I first started getting into it. Classic record. It's also gonna be More Mother too. Two classic artists, Billy Woods and More Mother, and both are they're just amazing together. It kind of makes me want them to collab again. Kind of wants me to make them a group together, because of how amazing they are together. And More Mother's been, you know, on Arm & Hammer stuff like Shrines, and most recently Everybody Died by the Test Strips. And just, I love More Mother, and I love Billy Woods, and together they're just unstoppable. Next up, we got Damn, another Target exclusive pressing. It probably won't show up. It looks black, but it's green. It's dark forest green. But yeah, Damn. When I first bought the record, I was not a big fan of Damn. I loved To Pimp a Butterfly, which, sorry for spoiling, but you've been looking at it this whole fucking time. But I loved To Pimp a Butterfly. I loved Good Kid, Mad City, but I never really delved too much into Damn. But I bought it because why the fuck not? And when I was listening to it on a vinyl record, it snapped for me. I was like, this album is fucking phenomenal. I mean, of course you got the hits, but everything else in this album is not its hits. If you listen to the hits of this album, you don't understand this album at all, because it is more than just that. The production of this album is like no other. And I understand why now it's such a classic, because, come on. You just gotta listen to it, believe me. Okay. Well, that's one stack. Ugh, I don't want to hit these. Talking like to my fucking children. Ugh. Anyways, you've been staring at it this whole time. To Pimp a Butterfly. I got this at Walmart. It's not exclusive pressing. It's standard black. And what can I say? Phenomenal fucking piece. Phenomenal fucking album. I haven't listened to it much on vinyl, and that's only because I've listened to it so much on digital that by the time I bought it, I guess I just couldn't listen to it too much because I've already listened to it so many times. But recently, actually, I have been wanting to listen to this more. So you know what? Maybe I'll change that. Maybe I'll try listening to this on vinyl more. Maybe the time has passed to where I can listen to it again because I've listened to it a long time. Another Earth sweatshirt. You know what? Maybe next video I'll put all the artists' albums together so that like it's not spaced out like it is right now. But another classic Earth sweatshirt. I got this at the same time I got Doris and one of my early records too. I think this has to be my second and third record. No, it's not. It's okay. So when Tyler the Creator's Igor, why did I say anything like that? I should have said it when Igor, Year of the Snitch, some rap songs, Doris, I don't like shit, I don't like going outside, Operation Doomsday, and Tribe Called Quest Anthology. So yeah, I forgot what number that is, but if you were counting, but it's very early on in my record collecting. Why did I slap that? I'm so sorry. Another Kendrick Lamar. Good thing that, he wasn't spaced out like other records. Oh, I thought this was colored, but I guess not, but it doesn't matter. Amazing record. This is the deluxe version, which, I don't know. I don't really care for the deluxe tracks. I've gotten so mad because this album is, I think there's like a re-release either last year or the year before that, where they released the vinyl version without the deluxe tracks. And I got mad because I bought the deluxe version, and I don't really care about the deluxe tracks, but it doesn't matter. Deluxe tracks or not, this album is amazing. The storytelling is, oh my god. It's like, if you love storytelling albums like I do, you're gonna love this. A sleeper hit that none of you fuck with is this instrumental album by Quelle Chris. Quelle. Actually, fun snappy fact, I used to call Quelle Chris Quelle Chris. I don't fucking know why. Okay. Anyways, this is a phenomenal instrumental piece. I think my dad picked this up for me, but look at that pressing. The back pressing is not that good, but wait, no. This is the front pressing. This is the front side. The front side is not that good, but the back side is amazing. But yeah, comes with a deluxe track too, which is so amazing. But yeah, my dad picked this up for me, I think at Fingerprints Records. Yeah, amazing store in Long Beach. But I've grown to love this album. But if I am gonna be serious, only because I got it on vinyl. But I'm so glad that I did get it on vinyl because I learned to appreciate this album. Okay, you see it. You see it. You see it. I see it. We all see it. Let's just bring it out. Kanye West's College Dropout. Now, if it wasn't for recent events, I would be happy. I'd be more happy than I am now. But because of what he's been doing recently, these albums have acted like a stain in my collection. And I'm being serious. And, okay, I know that, like, this was before all that, and, you can still listen to it, and just believe that he hasn't or exists in the time before what he's done now. But just like, I don't know, man. But all saying that, this album is amazing. I did not listen to it before I got on vinyl. I got this on a trip to Arizona, and yeah, it hurts to say, but it's an amazing album. And which, I mean, it shouldn't hurt, but only because of the stuff he's done recently. But I love this album. I don't play it anymore because of what he's done, but I mean, I shouldn't, you know what, it wouldn't hurt to play it, because you've obviously not getting any more revenue off of it, and from the time before that, but I have a hard time distinguishing the artist from the artist. Speaking of another instrumental hip-hop album, I can't believe how many, no, actually this is not. Another sleeper hit, Oblivion by Black Noise, which y'all know as Earthquake's DJ, is an amazing producer. And this album too is 4 years old. Sorry, I'm just gonna say every single time because 2020 feels like yesterday. But yeah, as you saw as I pulled that out, it's an amazing orange color. And y'all sleep on this. But what's cool about this album is that a lot of people that got big today started on this project when nobody knew who, well, not nobody, but like not many people had their eyes on them. Alright, let's talk about Pink Sifu. And Danny Brown is on here. People knew Danny Brown. Baby Mother. Z Loopers. Who else? You had Mike. Come on now. Earl Sweatshirt, but like everyone knows Earl Sweatshirt. So that's not like a. Yeah, it's like there's a lot of amazing people on this album. You need to buy if you love any of these artists, you need to buy this because everyone is doing their best on this album, and it just shows the roots of where some of these artists came from, because they sound completely different to what they sound like now. Like Z Loopers is a totally different person because he's just starting out in the game. So amazing album. I recommend you buy this. I recommend you set this out because this album hasn't sold out yet. Even been out for 4 years. In 1993, my favorite album of all time. First time I listened to this album was not through streaming because it wasn't on streaming yet. This album changed the way I viewed music forever. The only thing I sucks about this vinyl version is that it scraps out all of the skits. But good thing I ordered the cassette version, which has all the skits. But I still love having this on vinyl because I thought I would never have this on vinyl. So I'm so glad. I'm so glad that they just even got the rights back. Like, when that happened, it was just like a tremendous moment. This is another record that I got early on in my record collecting days. I got this at a local record shop because I think I got a Death Grips record. And I started, it was like, oh, if you like Death Grips, you like this. Good, cool vinyl. Yeah, it's a cool record. It's not my favorite Run the Jewels record, but it is a good introduction to both of them. And also, I didn't know about LP until the mic bag. I didn't know about Climax or LP back then, and so it gave me a good introduction to them, which I love both of them. Two underground legends came together to form an amazing group. Another album y'all sleep on. If you can even see that, oh my god, fuck the glare. Earl Sweatshirt's Feet of Clay. And I got the colored version, of course. From this point on, I only got the colored versions of Earl Sweatshirt's albums. You'll see when I'm gonna say this completely wrong. Void Dyer comes. You're gonna see I got the colored version. Okay. Another classic record, Fly Sifu. When this album came out, I loved it to death. I actually got this at Fingerprints when I went there. Fingerprints, amazing store in Long Beach, I haven't already said that. Comes out on this, amazing gold vinyl. Yeah, Pink Sifu, Fly Sifu, they're at their best in this album, and they're just an amazing duo. Like, Pink Sifu's obviously an amazing MC. like Shifu's and us making MC, and their two different styles come together and make an amazing duo. Let's look at some rap songs. What can I say? You've probably seen this album cover. Stop rubbing your nose in the records! You've probably seen this album cover everywhere. And for the right reason. It changed everybody's perception of music. And now motherfuckers keep trying to make beats like this all the time. You see it on YouTube. There's like some rap songs type beat. It's like you see it all the time. This album changed everyone, and it is a classic album. Now another thing, my dad. Oh my god, he's rubbing it on every single one of the records. What? You want all of the records to smell like you? Get your anus out of the view. Sit down, please sit down. Oh, I did not do that. DJ Muggs and Pineapple. Now, I don't listen to Pineapple, and I don't listen to that much DJ Muggs, but another thing that my dad loves to collect is DJ Muggs records. Yes, so many, including Cypress Hill as well. And so I bought 2 of these. I don't know why I keep forgetting, but he gave one to me. I listened to the record. It's good. I love it. It's good. It's a good hip-hop release. I don't listen to Climax that much. I don't listen to DJ Muggs that much. But I mean, this album is great, and it's cool to have my collection. It's a nice record to get for free, though. Okay, what are you gonna do? What are you planning on doing? Okay, it looks like I'm talking. No, it looks like it looks like the cat's talking. Okay, well, I guess the cat's talking now. Okay, well, it's like fine, I got the Quasimodo, yes sir, whatever. And I got the blue variant, and a year later, they released the pink variant, which I got pissed off because, I don't know, it looks cool. Because it looks cooler. But I'm still glad to have this album. I don't need to say much shit about it. It's a classic. And yes, this is my voice. Okay. Instant classic. Billy Woods, Kenny Siegel, Maps. I mean, you already know the pressing. Orange, the only pressing of it. Damn, there's a lot of orange pressing in this episode. Anyways. Instant classic. I mean, Kenny Siegel and Billy Woods together are amazing. I wish I can have Hidden Places. Spoiler alert, I don't have Hidden Places. I wish I can own that. Maybe one day, maybe not. Who knows? The CDs even go for $300, what the fuck is wrong with you? Anyways, yeah, classic album came out last year. So glad to own this. And what can I just say? Kenny Siegel's an amazing producer. Billy Woods is a phenomenal rapper. Come together, it's like good things that come together. I don't want to say peanut butter and jelly, that's everything. Speaking of phenomenal rappers that go good producers, Small Bills, right? It's like Arm & Hammer collaborators. Elusive, the other half of Arm & Hammer that with Billy Woods. Look at this. Oh, I always love this pressing. Small Bills. Another album you're sleeping on. Now, Small Bills is an album by Elusive and The Lasso. And I got this and Fly Seafood's at Fingerprints, but they had Elusive's other albums like Save Yourself and, oh fuck, it's the Blue album.
You can wrap my face with your bonnet on.
But I do regret not getting the other albums because those are more rare than this, but it does not detract how much I love this album. Amazing album. I love Lucid. Amazing album. Amazing rapper, amazing producer. Amazing album. Next. Do I need to say more? JD, Slum Village. Yeah. I actually also got this album before I even listened to it on digital. I also got this album before I even got it on digital. And yeah, it's not my favorite Slum Village release, but it's still an amazing release. I mean, all the beats sound it's so different, but only because like JG's just starting out. It's not a bad difference. It's like a, whoa, this is crazy. We come a long way from here, but these shits are still like, cool. So yeah, amazing album. I want the second Slum Village, the second Slum Village.
It's fantastic.
I did buy it, but I gifted it to my stepdad. But one day I will get it for myself. This would be a good transition because I got this pile over here and this pile, and guess who's on the front of this one? The Korean Town Oddity. I'm just gonna do them both at the same time. This one's the green pressing. I said this one's the green pressing. This one's the standard black. And these are both, I love these albums. I love both of these albums so much. Amazing rapper, producer. It's just Stone's Throw. In an age where Stone's Throw is like, fuck hip hop. Korean Town Oddity is like the one that stands above and revives that hip hop back in Stone's Throw. There we go. Open Mike Eagles, dark comedy, and blue pressing. This album is a classic. I grew up with this, like literally, like only because I got this early on in my record collecting career, and it's just a classic record. And when I get slept on a lot, but I think you should revisit it all the time. I mean, Qualifies itself is amazing. Oh my god. I tried to read the back, but the back is kind of complicated, but that doesn't matter. What matters is that this album is a classic. Then it's like my classic Homeboy Sandman album. This is the only Homeboy Sandman album I have, and which is surprising because I don't know why I don't have any more of them, because he's such a great producer. But I got this at a crazy low price. I think like, I wish I still got the shrink wrap on this because it's an amazing price. But I think I just got it for like $12 or $10. It's still sealed. Shout out Port of Sun Records, one of the best record stores I've ever been to. Here's another classic, and my only Gangstar release, which I'm also kind of upset about because I don't know if this is not my favorite Gangstar release. I feel like I like No More Mr. Nice. I feel like I like No More Mr. Nice Guy more than this one, but it's Gangstar, it's DJ Premier, it's Guru. You can't really go wrong with it. I also wasn't too familiar with this album before I bought it, and I got a new appreciation for it when I got it on vinyl. Even though I said all that stuff earlier, like I said, with Guru and DJ Premier, you can't go that wrong. Unless you handle your records like that. Quelle Classic on the lime and pink vinyl. I got this as a Valentine's Day present for my mom. Thank you. And what can I say? Classic album. It really brought Quelle Chris back on the map, and everyone could listen to him. And every single album after this, it just hit after hit after hit. You just did not stop. After this, he just kept making bangers. Amazing Quelle Chris album. The production is amazing. The features are amazing. It's just, you gotta love it. It's like this one. I got this at Fingerprints as well. No, wait, no, not Fingerprints. Porter Sound. Sorry, Beach Area record stores. I get y'all confused all the time. Gold Nugget vinyl, and my favorite Quelle Chris album of all time. Came out the same day as Hiding Places, which is an insane release day. I wish I was there for it, but unfortunately I got into this album around like 2020 or like some time has passed. But this is my favorite Quelle Chris album. It's just hit after hit. No song is skippable on this album. Not that I skip songs on albums, but if you were a song skipper, you would not on this album. Speaking of the Woods, repress of History Will absolved me. Oh my goodness, I remember being so happy when I got this, because I thought I would never own this record. But owning it now is just amazing. So many memories of this record. Get to hear Woods at its early stages, and it's just an amazing work. There's a reason why you see this album cover everywhere. Quasimodo, the Unseen. Where did I get this? There's a price tag on it. So where did I get this? Where the fuck did I get this? It doesn't matter. I love this album to death. Come on. if you haven't listened to this album, it's an insane classic that you need to really listen to. It's just my favorite Quasimodo album, and the production on here is like, it's Mad Lib. Come on, it's Mad Lib. It's Mad Lib. It's Mad Lib. Tribe Called Quest anthology. This is the first tribe record I ever got. My first introduction to Tribe Called Quest. When I first got this, I thought this was an album, and so whenever I revisited the other albums, I was like, wait a minute, why did they reuse the same tracks on this album, and this album, and this one? But I realized this is a compilation album. I guess this is a good introduction to getting Tribe Called Quest, but I was mad for a little while that my dad told me to get this album instead of a regular album, because I don't like compilations that much. But I ended up getting all the Tribe Called Quest I needed later on. So, well, there is 2 I'm missing. But you'll see. I got this single, one of my only 12-inch singles. Fake gives it Mad Lib. Well, she got this album, but I got the single, so it's cool. I don't listen to it that much, but it's cool to have a 12-inch single. Even if it's such a recent single, because they don't make 12-inch singles like they used to. But it makes sense, because nobody listens to stuff on records like that anymore. There's not really that much of it. Now this is insane. Now this is insane. Because, so, like I said, I don't shop on Amazon anymore. And when I did, I got this record for $12. Okay, keep that in mind when I show you this. Okay? I think there was a repress recently, but this is an original pressing. For $12, okay? People hate it for some reason, and I don't know why. This is JPEG Marque's best production, best song mix, best song track, best rapping, best song sequencing. I feel like this is JPEG Marque's best album. It's better than LP. I don't like LP. I don't like it. Maybe that's my hot take. I don't like LP.
My loneliness is killing me inside.
It's the album that got me into him, and it's one of my favorite JPEG Marque albums. Well, this concludes it with this album. Now you see, this isn't the original album cover. That's because it's the 20th, I want to say, anniversary. Yes, 20th anniversary of Float. A$AP Rock's first official album. Yeah, because, I mean, he did release Appleseed, but there is some still. Anyways, it's the first album that, I guess, official album of released. Anyways, it's his first official album, I think. I got this when it came out, obviously, and it's cool. The production, this is crazy. Blockhead does amazing work. A$AP does amazing work. They're just a great team. Def Jux classic. Yeah, it's Def Jux, but this is Divine Series. But yeah, it's a classic release. The production is so, like, the production is amazing. I wouldn't recommend you this if you're first into A$AP Rock, but it's still an amazing album. It's a classic. It includes so many other production styles. Well, that's the first part of my record collection. I didn't realize how long this would take just to get through one cubby, because I did plan to get through both cubbies, but I don't even get to that. The film was only like 45 minutes. I'm about to edit so much shit. But today, that's all I got so far. I'll see you in part 2.